What if I told you that the storms outside no longer have the power to move you? That no matter how loud the world rages, no matter how sharp the whispers or how heavy the shadows, you will stand. You will stand, and not only stand, you will stand unshaken. Nobody and nothing will affect you again. Life will test you. It will press against your spirit, sometimes with the weight of mountains. People will doubt you, dismiss you, even try to diminish you. Circumstances will bend you, push you toward despair, and tempt you to forget who you are. But here is why you must stay with me until the last breath of this speech, because there is a truth waiting for you that can change everything. A truth that says your power is not in the hands of others, not in the shifting winds of chance, not in the voices of critics, but in you. And once you see it, once you claim it, you will never again give anyone or anything the authority to disturb your peace, your dignity, your soul. The world has a way of pulling at you, of tugging at your heart and your mind until you begin to believe that what is outside of you can truly define what is within. People may look at you and see only fragments, or they may see only the roles you play, the mistakes you've made, the successes you've had, or the image you project. But beneath all of that, beneath the noise, beneath the surface that others are so quick to judge, there is a place in you that cannot be touched. A place so still, so sacred, so whole that nothing and no one can reach it. That is your center, and it cannot be taken from you. You may have faced betrayal so deep that it shook your faith in love. You may have been abandoned, ridiculed, or misunderstood. You may have endured losses that made you feel stripped bare, as though life had left you with nothing. And yet, even in the darkest hours, something within you remained untouched. You may not have known it was there, but it was. That center, that core of your being, is not dependent on the approval of others, nor on circumstances, nor on how smooth or rough the road of life becomes. It is the part of you that existed before the world gave you a name, and it is the part that will remain when everything else falls away. There are people who will try to make you doubt yourself. They may attempt to diminish you with words, with actions, or with silence. They may want you to believe that your worth comes from how much you can give them, how well you can perform, or how closely you fit their expectations. And if you are not rooted in your center, you will start to bend with every demand, every opinion, every shift in the wind. But when you remember your center, you no longer need to bend yourself out of shape just to be accepted. You can stand in your truth, unshaken, because the core of who you are is not up for negotiation. Life itself can be harsh. It can come with storms so strong they feel like they will break you in half. There will be seasons when the winds howl, when the rain falls hard, when the ground beneath your feet feels uncertain. Yet even in that chaos, the tree that knows its roots remain firm does not fall. You are that tree. Your roots are your center. And though the storm may strip you of leaves, though it may even break a few branches, it cannot uproot the essence of who you are. When you understand this, you stop living as if you are fragile. You stop acting as though every rejection, every disappointment, every criticism is enough to shatter you. No, it may sting, it may hurt, but it cannot destroy you. The center within you is indestructible. It does not answer to the insults of others. It does not shrink when someone turns their back. It does not crumble when the world feels cold. It remains, and it holds you steady even when everything else falls apart. Think of the times in your life when you thought you could not go on. Times when grief seemed unbearable, when heartbreak seemed endless, when challenges felt insurmountable, yet here you are. You kept breathing, you kept rising, you kept moving. Why? because something within you, something deeper than your fear, deeper than your pain, whispered, "You are more than this moment." That whisper was your center. That whisper was proof that there is a strength in you that no loss, no failure, no human opinion can erase. The danger is forgetting. When you forget your center, you start to live like a leaf blown around by the wind. One moment lifted, the next tossed to the ground, entirely at the mercy of the weather. You rise with praise and fall with criticism. You shine with approval and shrink with rejection. But you are not a leaf. You are the root, the trunk, the foundation. And once you remember that, you begin to live from a place that is no longer swayed by the fleeting winds of circumstance. Living from your center means you begin to see life differently. You stop asking, "Why are they treating me this way?" and instead affirm, "Their treatment of me does not touch who I am." You stop pleading for validation and begin affirming your own value. You stop living for applause and begin living in alignment with your truth. That is freedom. That is peace. That is what it means to stand in a place that cannot be taken. Some will say, "But I've been broken. I've been hurt so badly that I don't even know who I am anymore." And to that I say, you have been wounded, yes. You may carry scars, but the essence of you is not destroyed. Pain may have layered itself upon your spirit like dust upon a mirror, but beneath it, the reflection remains. Wipe away the dust, and you will see it. You will see the light that was there all along. That light is your center, and it is yours alone. When you live rooted in your center, you begin to walk differently. You walk with the dignity of knowing that your soul cannot be bought, cannot be sold, cannot be diminished. You carry yourself with a quiet power, not needing to prove yourself, not needing to perform for approval. You stand steady, like a mountain that has seen storms come and go, yet still rises, unmoved, into the sky. This is not to say that life will become easy. Storms will still come. People will still talk. Challenges will still arrive uninvited. But the difference is this: they will no longer move you. They may swirl around you. They may touch the surface of your life, but they cannot reach the untouchable place within you. And when you live from that place, you discover the peace that no circumstance can shatter, the strength that no pain can undo, and the joy that no darkness can extinguish. Nobody can take your center. Nothing can steal it. It is yours, eternal, unshaken, and free. From the time you were a child, voices have tried to tell you who you are. Some told you that you were special, some told you that you were nothing, and some told you that you were only as good as what you could give them. You grew up swimming in the tides of other people's judgments, learning to measure yourself by their approval, adjusting your spirit to fit their comfort, dimming or exaggerating yourself so you might be accepted. And somewhere along the way, you began to believe that their opinion had the